Hello and welcome to episode 11 of The Kitchen Sink, my weekly vlog. I'm Eric J. Barkman and I am no longer from the future! So lately I've been reading through a webcomic called Goonish Shive. I just caught up on it, which means that now I have to wait, day to day for new ones to come out to see how the story continues, which is kind of frustrating, especially at the somewhat slow pace the stories can go at times. Comic is about a group of teenagers, most of whom are magic users, except for two, one of whom is a mad scientist and the other one is the single normal person of the group. And, they deal with all sorts of stuff, spellcasting, shapeshifting, gender bending, alternate universes, and so on. But the true appeal of the comic, I would say, is its focus on the interpersonal relationships between the characters and how they relate. Plus, it's just hilarious with, especially with some of the characters' parents. Like the mad scientist character mentioned, his dad works for the government, is in charge of cover-ups and such. So the one point where the character Ted is asking his dad about something, and his dad's like, "Ted, if you ask me a question I cannot answer, either because I don't know or cannot safely say, I will say so, or change the subject, or fake a seizure." To which Ted's like, "That was fake?" And his dad then continues, "What I will not do is feed you misinformation. You're in too deep for that to be safe for anyone. If I knew what was happening, I would say so, or pretend my phone is ringing." So yeah, it's a pretty awesome comic. I'll put a link in the description to the first one. And if you go check it out, do note that the art and writing have come a long way, a very long way since the beginning, but it's still best to start from the beginning-ish, because of, the storylines, and a lot of stuff will not make sense if you just jump in. There will be a lot of stuff that, without the context, is just utterly ridiculous. Well, a lot of it with the context is also pretty ridiculous, but at least you have a grasp of what's going on. So yeah. Now, of course, the reason you're all here for the latest news about the MCU. At least I'm assuming that's why you're always here. Not quite sure who you all are specifically, but anyway, got a bit of Guardians of the Galaxy news this past week. First of all, we now know that the Nova Corps will be appearing in the movie in some fashion, with their leader played by Glenn Close. And for those of you who don't know, the Nova Corps are interstellar police force, so they'll probably have a role somewhat similar to what S.H.I.E.L.D. has in the Earth-based MCU movies. We also have two other pieces of casting news: Karen Gillan and Benicio del Toro. Karen will be playing a villain, the lead female villain apparently, although we have yet to hear anything on what the character will be, while Benicio del Toro will be playing a lead character, apparently. So, who that will be, I don't know. I mean, obviously Star-Lord and Gamora and Drax are already cast, so some people are guessing he'll be voicing Rocket Raccoon or Groot. Another popular theory is that he'll be playing Thanos, but we really don't know at this point. Well, that's pretty much it for this episode. Work is continuing to proceed on seconds. I'm sure you're getting tired of hearing that sentence by now. But, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you don't. Subscribe if you want to, and have fun.